Welcome to this video, and it's Christian from Being Premiere here talking about episode 6 of season 2 of From, titled Past the Deux. And the synopsis or the information that we have about the episode is the following. The community at Colony House is left on edge after the news about the food shortage is accidentally made public. This crisis will undoubtedly prompt an array of reactions among the residents, furthering already existing rift and possibly forming new alliances. On another front, a standard evening at the local clinic spirals into a nightmare, and from the only picture that we have about episode 6, which is this thumbnail, we already know that is Boyd. The term past the deux, typically used to refer to a dance duet in a ballad, could be symbolically implying a dance of sorts between two major characters. In this case, Boyd against the monster, that there's a possibility that we're going to see that monster in the clinic. I have a theory about why this is going to happen. Now, there's some theories and predictions I want to discuss. Number one, the characters Alice and Fatima are in a relationship and have been hinting at taking the next step. The wedding might indeed be a central event in the episode or in the upcoming episodes. The term itself is a ballad term signifying a dance between two people, often implying harmony and partnership, which can be symbolic of a union like marriage. Now, a theory that I want to go ahead and discuss is Sarah's transformation into a monster. Sarah has been acting increasingly peculiar. These unusual behaviors, coupled with the ominous clues and suggestions throughout the series, suggest that she might be undergoing a transformation into a monster. There are numerous instances where Sarah's behavior are out of sync. In the last episode, she gives unsettling smiles, and specifically towards Ethan. This odd behavior might be an indicator that she's undergoing transformation, similar to how the monsters behave. Sarah, like others in the town, have been hearing voices and having visions. One of the questions posed is why the voices told Sarah to get rid of Ethan. This could potentially hint at an entity or force and guiding her towards monstrous actions, which could lead her to physically transform into a monster. Sarah being upset over her broken ornament, this could signify a symbolic loss of her humanity, with the broken ornament representing her crumbling human self. Another viewer suggested if Sarah does turn into a monster, we may get to see what happens to the internal organs. This could offer insights into the physical transformation process of becoming a monster. It could be misleading viewers into thinking that she's transforming into a monster when she's not. Now, the clinic and Mario. Now, Mario is a new character who arrived in the bus and is engaged to Christy. So, hey, talk about a plot twist. And she might be suffering from cancer, something that we were thinking that it could be a drug addiction. However, this revelation might offer a fresh perspective on her character and her actions. Mario was previously suspected of stealing medicine. Given her health condition, it's possible that her intentions were not malicious out of desperation. If she indeed has cancer, she might be taking the medicine not for personal gain, but to treat her condition. The medication she's suspected of stealing might be something that can help alleviate her symptoms or slow the progression of her disease. However, going into the theory of why Boyd is fighting a monster in the clinic, we know that Christy and her fiance work in the clinic, so maybe the character of Mario got into, left the door open or something, allowing the monsters to come in, and Boyd has to go there to save Christy. So that's my theory. Let's see if it goes in that direction. Now, Tabby's vision of the kids, as we know, there's a mention of how Tabby's having vision of the children. However, this vision could be a significant clue or foreshadowing of a future event in the show. The theory that we have is as following: is that the children are guardians. The children that Tabby sees in her visions could be more than just random images. As we know, she lost a little boy, so it makes sense why she's the only one that is seeing these kids, as they are guardians angels or guardian monsters, into what she has to do. The character of Tabby experiencing a lot of visions, as well as that nightmare that she had when she is seen to be in the lighthouse. So hey, that may be a possibility Now, talking about the lighthouse real quick, we saw some numbers, and this is another theory that I have connecting to Christopher, connecting to Jade, and what is going to happen in the upcoming episodes. As we know, the lighthouse has a lot of numbers that we saw, and the numbers are the following. One of them is 1864, 1752, 1883, 1609, 1506, in 1931, as well as 1978. There's two numbers that I want to go ahead and discuss. The first one is 1978, and this date might be the event that happened where Christopher, in the timeline where he went crazy, I believe that happened during that time. It makes sense that it will be the same age of the character of Victor. So hey, maybe that is the date where everything went to destruction and all that time that he was alone. The year 1506 represents an even more distant past, hinting at the show's ancient roots, a potential connection to mythology or folklore. Exploring this era could reveal ancient rituals, legends, or ancient beings that have influenced the town's present circumstances. So I believe that all of these dates have a big impact on the story, and as the seasons progress, we're gonna get more answers. The thing about this show that doesn't help a lot is how it's focusing on a lot of things that don't make sense, leaving emptiness of what they really should focus, which is the story of the characters and the town. Going from those days, it will make sense that we get more history. Boyd meets in season 2, they could explore all of that more, and who is this character, how he got there. So hey, I would love to see more of that, even though the character of that Marine said that it's just a tip of the iceberg. So I believe there's going to be a huge monster that is hiding and that is controlling all of this. But that's the video for today. The last thing that I'm going to go ahead and discuss before we go away is how the story of Jade is going to be a sad one. I believe that the character is going to get crazy as well. There's no stopping the symbols and what he's seeing. So Jade is one of the characters that I love. He brings a humor and a different aspect to the show that no other of the characters bring. So I would love not for this to happen, but hey, that is just for now. I wanted to do a quick video. That's some of my theories and predictions for episode 6. Hopefully this week the press released episode 6 photos, and I can go ahead and discuss my preview into the photos of what we're gonna expect from this episode more in depth. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for the support that you're being offering the channel on this awesome show. From leave your comments below. I'm gonna go ahead and stop that monster outside. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, everyone.